Hello friends, I'm Abhijit Ghosh and today I'm going to walk you through some of the new features that have been made available with the recent update to the Creative Cloud desktop app. Here I am in Photoshop CC where I'm kind of designing a website for a client and I'm going to serve the web fonts on the final side from Typekit. But I'm still in the design phase right now, finalizing on the visuals and the layout and whatnot. I want to be able to use the same fonts I will be using on the web as I design. And this is a common problem that we hear a lot from our users because we as designers kind of lose the flexibility in terms of how our designs would look eventually with that font on the final layout. So, so that's a common problem that we're kind of hearing a lot from our users. And wouldn't it be nice if I have the ability to sync fonts from Typekit to desktop? And that is what is available with this new update. Here is how it works. Here I am in my Creative Cloud desktop app, and when I go to my fonts tab, I now have the flexibility to browse fonts on Typekit. When I click on Browse Fonts on Typekit, it takes me right to the typekit.com typekit.com URL where I have access to a huge library of fonts, and I can filter those bases which are currently available for desktop use and web use and accordingly as well. I can also classify and filter them based basis classification. Let's say classify it as script and stuff like that. Let's say in my design and finally in my web as well, I'm going to work with the Caplish Script Pro font. So what I'm going to do next for that to be available for my desktop use, I'm going to click on this font and it's going to take me to that font description and tell me a little bit about this font. And I can go there and click on the use fonts button, and it gives me the availability to kind of download this font on desktop and sync it to my Creative Cloud account. Once I do that, that font will be kind of made available to me for my desktop use, and I'll in a while get a notification that I've kind of synced this font with my Creative Cloud account, and now that it's available for my desktop use. So there you go with the notification saying that the font Capital Script Pro regular was added to my desktop font library, and now it is available for my desktop use. Once I have that font synced up onto my desktop, I can go to my Creative Cloud desktop app, and again it'll show me that Caplish Script Pro font, and it'll show me the status that it has been synced to my desktop. Let's now go back to our web design, which we were doing in Photoshop CC, and kind of building up the layout that will be finally implemented by the web developer, and the fonts that will be served via the Typekit server. So now I'm back into my design in Photoshop CC, and let's utilize that font here now. So here I am in Gear Up, and that's where I want to utilize that font. So I just make a selection of that layer, and then I just go ahead and kind of look out for that font and the entire font history, and there you go with that font that we just now synced from the Typekit server onto my desktop. I can just go there, make a selection for that font, and it would right away show up on my Photoshop design as well. And now this font is not just available for use with Adobe apps. You can utilize them with other apps as well. Let's take a look in terms of how one can work with this font in let's say a Word document. So here I just bring up Word, and let's say I want to work with this font on Word. I'll just go to my font browsing piece, and there it will show me that font Capitalist Script Pro Regular, which I can just select and then start using it inside Microsoft Word as this, right? And I can even say do it a little bold, and probably increase it a little bit just like that. So that is the new update with respect to Typekit with the recent update on the Creative Cloud desktop app. Thank you and stay tuned for more. Thanks.